These are the disgusting ones. Are you ready? The disgusting ones. All right. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Arlene, and I am doing today a much requested video to show you guys the failures, the flops, the really bad blind buys. With that said, all of my fragrances have been blind buys with the exception of the 3 designer ones that I've had for years. So ever since I got into fragrance a little bit more and started buying online, they've all been blind buys. I have not gone to any store, Sephora, to sniff or sample. I read reviews, I look at the notes, and I try to make it a decision, but there have been some failures because I'm kind of new to this. Yes, I know the ones that I've had in the past and the ones that I've liked and disliked, but I've always been pretty complacent and worn what I had, whether I loved it or not. And I feel like my nose is becoming a little more refined rather quickly, actually, because it's only been about a month that I've been super into perfumes, and I've actually made a lot of purchases. But I just want to give a quick disclaimer that this is not me justifying or letting you guys know that you should spend a lot of money or get into a lot of debt, but I'll make a video about that on another day. I did not get into any debt. I do have a full-time job. I do have my bills under control, and this was a decision that I wanted to make because it's something that brings me joy and makes me happy. So with that said, let's get right into the video. I'm gonna talk about first the purchases that I thought were okay and they smelled okay and they were kind of like, well, maybe if I just let them sit on the shelf, they'll develop into something. And so far they have not. And we're going on 3, maybe 4 weeks now, and they're still kind of disappointing. They're not terrible in the sense that they're not disgusting and absolutely repulsive, but I feel like they probably weren't worth it so that you don't waste your money. And then I'm gonna go into some that are good. They smell nice and they are, it's not too weak, doesn't smell bad. It's just not really my preference, my style, my taste. It's not working for me, and they will make lovely gifts. And then I'm gonna go into some that were a little weird, that I'm surprised at first I didn't like, and then suddenly now I like them. And then I also have another one that's kind of like really weird, and I have found a weird use for, so that you don't, have wasted money on a perfume sitting around that you don't wanna use. And then at the very end, if you stay till the end of the video, I'm gonna go over the most disgusting ones that I don't understand how they can call this perfume. So with that said, let's get right into it. I'm gonna start with one of the first ones that I opened up on one of my first videos when I was just starting to get into all this, and that is Aziza by Luniche. It's in the box because I put it back in the closet. So these are the ones that I took out of the box. I put the box away. I had it up on my lovely shelf, which you're not seeing today, but it's there. And I've actually made quite a dent, as you can see. I've attempted to use it. I've worn it. I've sampled it every once in a while to see if it gets better. This doesn't smell bad. It smells very nice, but it's like a whisper of a perfume. It is so weak, so soft. Like I can smell it right now. I did use it quite a bit a couple weekends ago. Maybe it's in the process of suddenly getting better. It might surprise me, but I got so disappointed just looking at it on my shelf, being like, I put you on everywhere and I just don't smell you at all. Granted, there is science behind us going anosmic, aka not being able to smell our own perfume on ourselves. There is a scientific reason behind it, which I won't get into on today's video. Maybe we could do that on another video. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to do that. Stuff that I've seen other people talk about, about the way psychology is and the way the human evolution is and why some things we smell and some things we don't. But with that said, most perfumes you put them on and every once in a while you get like a nice little whiff of yourself. You turn your head and maybe your hair smells of it, or you smelled it on your collar, or you can smell it on your wrist. I was having a very hard time. I'm like it just starts to look really bad. I'm like, I can't smell anything, and it got very upsetting. So I don't know what to do with it. In the meantime, I put it back in the box. I put it in the closet, and I'm hoping that it will eventually liven up quite a bit so it smells like something. But it actually smells very beachy and tropical. I smell like peaches and very like juicy fruits and like tropical type fruits. I do smell like a coconut. It does have like a suntan lotion vibe, but in a very nice way, in a good way. It does remind me of being on vacation. So I had a lot of high hopes for this one. It even looks like a vacation bottle. I'm not crazy about the fact that there's a rose. I think that's kind of like silly. Like we have a beach theme. There's no rose in this. At least I don't think there is. I don't have my laptop out today, so you're gonna have to like find the notes on your own. But I don't even think this is on Fragrantica. Like this was just me randomly searching for things on Amazon, and I came across it and I was like, okay, why not? So word of advice, don't just randomly pick stuff because, okay, why not? Like if you're gonna randomly buy blindly, try at least to hear others' reviews and read the notes. Look on the Fragrantica section that says this reminds me of, and see if there's another perfume that you have scented or smelled before that you like. It's still never gonna give you 100% understanding of what something smells like. No reviewer, no video, no amount of note description is gonna really give you an idea of what the scent is like until you actually smell it. But with that said, when I have done this and I've been very careful about trying to narrow it down, I've made more successful blind buys, okay? So that's Aziza by Luniche. Pretty bottle. It looks great for a teenager. I mean, I'm not offended by it. I'm 41 years old and I'll, you know, rock this, but it just doesn't smell like much. And I want my perfume to smell like something. So that's that. The next one is very highly hyped up by all the social media influencers, Nuha. And this is by Kadlaj. And I'm surprised because I think I mentioned in my last video how much I really appreciate a lot of Kadlaj's perfumes, but this one was really underwhelming. First of all, this has nothing to do with the scent, but I'm not crazy about this bottle. The bottle's pretty, but maybe if it had just looked like this and had like something very simple, a simple symbol, but I don't know. I find it tacky, but whatever. It's not that bad, I guess. It's a heavy, nice bottle. It's a metal cap, but this one, just like Aziza, smells like practically nothing. Hang on one second. I have my handy dandy toilet paper this time because once again I don't have my coffee filters. I keep forgetting, but it's just so weak. The spray is great, and I smell like peaches, coconut, you know, I don't know, it just smells tropically. It smells very similar to this one. So if you're into like looking for a peachy, summery vacation smell, pick one because they're very similar. So I feel like having both of them is kind of redundant. But with that said, I've made a significant dent in this one too. I think it's about here. It's hard for you to see because the light is directly on me, but it is about here. And again, I put it back in the box to put it back in the closet. Where's the box? There it is. And hope that it comes around because like I said, later on in this video, I'm gonna go over the ones that surprisingly did come around. And I thought they were gonna be a disappointment because they smelled like practically nothing, and suddenly they were like amazing. So let's see if we have time. So we're already 8 minutes in and I've only done 2 fragrances. But that has been my experience with some of these perfumes that were, yeah, I feel like it's already gone from the paper. It's so fleeting. It's like, I can barely smell it. It's like reaching for something and it's just not there. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. The next one is called Jewel Avery by Aroma Concepts. This is another one that I did not see any influencer talk about online. I just kind of bumped into it on Amazon. But then later I kind of researched, like I searched it up on YouTube and I found some old information. Apparently this came out like, I think it was like in 2020 or 2021. And some people were raving about it. I get a very... The bottle, first of all, is really cute, very pretty. I think it's a little teenager-ish. It feels like very Barbie, but there are grown women that are into that sort of style, which is perfectly fine. And look at the dent again. Look how much I have tried to get this one to work. And I just get a sense of like, it does smell like makeup, like lipstick kind of. Again, great sprayer. Okay, now see. I get like berries. It does smell like, you know, artificial, fruity, sweet, you know, lipsticks and chapsticks and, you know, just it's a pretty scent, but it's already gone. Either I've gone anosmic all of a sudden or I'm just sniffing it too much. It's already gone. It was there when I sprayed it and it's gone. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, it's there when I spray it. It's there when I stick my nose to the nozzle. But once it's on something, on my skin, on my clothes, on a piece of paper, it's a whisper of a scent. So again, this was a lot of my trouble with a lot of the perfumes that I ordered. And I heard this is very common with these perfumes that have been going through transit and shipment and different temperatures, and particularly the Middle Eastern ones, because they're not given a whole lot of time to macerate when they're being in production. So by letting them sit at home, that's completing the maceration process within the bottle. So I wouldn't waste my money because I still don't know if that could be great or not. For now, it's not. Same problem with this one, only this one got crazy reviews, at least by one of my favorite influencers. I'm not going to mention any names, but I trust her because not everything. There's been 2 perfumes of hers that I was not crazy about. But this one she said was really good, and I forget what it's supposed to be a dupe of. Something, I don't know if it's Barbie, I'm not sure. But this is called A Beer by Riffs. First of all, I find the name incredibly stupid. It sounds like a beer. Like, can you hand me a beer? Like, it's a beer? Okay, fine, whatever. I don't know all the words that are from other languages, but I find it silly. The box, pretty, a little bit tacky. Again, looks like something I would give someone who, in a baby shower, who's having a girl, or like an older lady or a little girl, whatever. The box presentation was celebrated, and I don't think it's anything. It's very pretty. It just, I don't know. It's substantial. It's heavy. You can't see the dent in this really at all. This is a completely opaque bottle. It is a metal, no, it's a plastic top, but it is a metal ceramic, not metal, I'm sorry, glass ceramic bottle with a plastic cap. And once again, this one's just super underwhelming, very unimpressive, generic, sweet, plasticky, fruity, you know, Barbie doll, just, you know, scratch and sniff, you know, little erasers, pencils, you know, little toy that you scratch maybe and it starts to smell like strawberry. It's like that. It doesn't smell like a perfume, and I like perfume. So far we are 4 bottles in that are pretty much sort of kind of the same. The first 2 are pretty tropical, and these 2 smell like how Barbie dolls should smell. Anyway, I'm gonna quickly show you a couple that are working for me, but in a very weird way. So this one is another one that I found on my own. Once again, I don't recommend it. Nobody talked about it, nobody reviewed it. In fact, there's no information out there on this one at all. I think I came across one random YouTube video and the lady wasn't even crazy about it either. And that's called A Nude. And the bottle I think is really cool. I love this color. It's like a turquoise color. It's like got a metal cap, really cool. This is kind of cheesy, whatever. But when I first sprayed this, I found it on Amazon, and when I first sprayed it, I was like, whoa, is that a man's cologne? Is that a room freshener? Think of like Febreze. Like, it's very clean and fresh and crisp and bright and strong. But it was too clean and crisp and Febreze. It smelled like almost manly. So I kind of like, whatever, I put it away. Like, I would spray sheets with it, bedding, whatever. And then one day I came back to it and I was like, it kind of has a different sort of, it's starting to open now. And it has like a salty marine sort of undertone similar to the one that I love in Fursan White and in Cashmere Sunshine Musk, which is both from Kadlaj. And I imagine, I've never tried Olympia or anything like that, but there's some perfumes nowadays that have that salty note. I imagine that's what it's like. This has a note of cactus, but I don't know what that's like, but there's a hint of a subtle, very like pleasant sweetness that's in there, and I don't really know what it is. Again, you'd have to look up the notes, but I forget what company makes this. The box is, I forgot to get the box because I really didn't think I was going to talk about this one today, and right as I was going to start the camera, I pulled it out of my bathroom. So what I use it for is I keep it in my bathroom because it smells very clean. And sometimes when you get out of the shower, you don't want to put on a perfume that smells like food, like gourmand, like vanilla, like strawberries. You don't want to put on a perfume that smells like you're gonna go out, like perfume. You just want to smell fresh. And yes, I do have, you know, my Violeta one that I reviewed on my last video that I love. And I have others that I can put on that feel very refreshing. I love putting on cherry scents, but sometimes I don't want something sweet. I just want something fresh. And this does it for me. However, this is really strong. So like if I just spray it on my sleeves, like I tend to sleep, like I sleep with like long sleeve pajamas because I put my AC freaking cold as hell, even though I live in Miami and it's hot. And sometimes I'm sleeping at night and I smell it so strong and it smells good, but there'll be a moment where I feel like my throat choke up a little bit and I'm like starting to cough. So I'm like, let me just take off this shirt, like throw it across the room. And it's very, very strong. So if you like the scent and you want to wear it, it smells masculine to me, but there's something comforting about it. I don't think I would wear this out, to be quite honest, like to wear it to work or to wear it maybe if there's like a pool day or a beach day or a boat day, but maybe mix it with a fruity or one that's overly sweet. Maybe it'll balance it out a little bit. But if I could go back, I wouldn't purchase it, but I already have it. So I figured I would put it to use. So that's that. The next one, I would not purchase unless you have a specific use for it. Like you have a cafe and you want your customers to smell the coffee from outside and come inside, because French Coffee by Al Rehab is literal coffee. And the reason I don't like this is because it doesn't smell like perfume. It's so literal and photorealistic, as they say, that when you spray this, it smells like when you're at a bed and breakfast or a restaurant, or you're sleeping over someone's house, or someone you love that lives with you brewed coffee in the morning and you're like, oh, someone's making coffee. That's what it smells like. It's not bad. It's very pleasant. It doesn't even smell fake. It smells very real. But I don't want to walk around smelling like a cup of coffee. There are perfumes that have coffee notes because mixed with other things creates like a nice, dark, interesting, complex scent. And that I'm all for. In fact, I have other coffee scents in my gourmand tray that I'm going to go over on another day that I will wear, even though they smell very much predominantly like coffee, but they do have other aspects to them that make them feel like, oh, it's just kind of like a sweet perfume. It's a coffee perfume, but it's a perfume. This is coffee. So what I do is I keep it in my living room because I have a cat. And whenever the cat uses the litter box, if it's number 2, it stinks. And I immediately go to clean it. But sometimes I come home from work and, you know, I have to clean it because I just got home and who knows how long it's been there, or he just did his business. So the scent in the house just kind of like bothers me. And I have 2 oil diffusers that I'll turn on. I have candles, but that stuff takes a while to work. And I have other air fresheners that I don't even bother buying anymore because I feel like they float in the air and you see the particles of the air freshener fall to the ground, and then the ground is all sticky and wet and it doesn't really do much. But this is powerful stuff. And in fact, it actually masks and hides that odor of cat poop very, very well. So I do clean the box right away. I scoop everything out. I take it outside in a baggie and I throw it out. My house is clean. I'm obsessively clean about my house. I don't know if you can see, but my house is very neat, picked up, and I clean and I mop the floors every weekend. I'm Hispanic, that's how we are. But this does a good job at getting that smell out of my nose while I work. And then eventually the smell just dissipates and goes away because I already got rid of the cat poop. But in the meantime, this does a good job. If I have someone coming over right away, let's say, and I don't have time to clean the box right this second, if I just spray this around the house, yeah, I can see the particles flying around, but oh, it smells like a freshly brewed pot of coffee. Like, there's nothing offensive. There's nothing disgusting. It's really nice. Makes a great room freshener if you want it to smell like coffee, but I don't want to smell like this. So it wasn't too expensive, but if you want a nice room freshener, but otherwise I don't recommend it as a perfume. Another one that I have in my collection currently out that I'm waiting to see if it becomes something more was recommended by someone in the same video where I also heard about, which one was the one that I heard about from her? I can't remember, but one of you guys mentioned that you saw the same exact video, and it is Coastal. Coastal by Maison Alhambra, and this is supposed to be a dupe of Lacoste, and she said it was so fresh. She said it was almost sexy. I wouldn't say this is sexy, but it is very clean girl, very like, I'm a sporty girl, I'm playing tennis, you know, I'm out with a polo plain white t-shirt and like some jean shorts and some, you know, what do you call those, boat shoes? I don't remember. Yeah, it's like rich, clean girl from the Hamptons, you know, with a ponytail. They're going out sailing, that kind of thing. So it's nice, but it's also very fleeting. You put it on, it smells really nice for like a few minutes, and then it's kind of gone. So this I keep on my, in my bathroom, on like my sink vanity area, and it's another one that is comforting for sleep because it's so gentle. The bottle came with some of it spilled. I think that was just the delivery or the storage, and the cap is already, as you can see, it's kind of like peeling, and some of that plasticky metal surface stuff is like coming off of it. But there's a section of it that still looks okay. There's a section that doesn't, and there's a section that does. And just because I'm OCD, I like to put the cap on in a way so that you can't see that part, even though there's really no one to see it and criticize it. It's just for me because I'm crazy like that, but whatever. So that's that. And then I have another one I think I mentioned in an old video. It's called Tahara Vanilla by Gulf Orchid. It's another one that's supposed to smell like vanilla, and I smell nothing of vanilla. Nothing. Nothing. If there's vanilla in there, I cannot pick it up. I smell, oh God, I got it in my nose. Baby powder. Baby powder. So again, baby powder is very nice and fresh for after the shower, right before bed. I don't wear these all the time. Granted, I have this one, I have this one, I have Coastal. I use them in rotation. One night I might wear this for bed, one night I might use Coastal, one night I might put very sparingly a little bit of this. This is gonna last forever. And I also have my cherries that I love to use to sleep. Last night I put on Noble Blush. Yes, I have Noble Blush, I just haven't reviewed it yet, to go to sleep, and I actually felt very cozy and comfortable, and I very much enjoyed that. Moving on to the next one, I'm gonna go into now the ones that I think are nice. They're just not me. I don't care for them. They're kind of unimpressive to me, but they're not bad, and they may make other people happy. So this one was recommended by a male influencer that I like to follow on Instagram. I don't think he has a YouTube. He's gay, he wears male and female perfumes. He has like all the perfumes, and he's like, this is so good, guys. This is so good. And he's like, this is very unisex. I'm all for it, right? It's not unisex. It's called Assad Bourbon. This is a man's cologne. This smells like a man. And you cannot, those are the other ones I used. You cannot tell me otherwise. Now, the box is open. I ripped it a little bit slightly. I do want to gift it to my father or my stepfather for Father's Day. I have some others here that I can regift as well, but I was really disappointed when I sprayed and I was like, oh my God, I bought a men's cologne. What the heck? Because he made it sound like it was so good, and he was showering himself in it. This is a man who wears women's perfume, for heaven's sakes. And I'm like, why did I buy this? Like, I should have researched it more. I don't think, when I bought this, I don't think I even heard of Fragrantica yet. I think I forgot to show you the bottle. I hadn't even heard of Fragrantica yet, and I haven't been on it, but it looks a lot like the Yara Lattafa bottles. This is also by Lattafa, but it's called Assad. And they have a black one and a blue one, and then they have this one. Supposedly this was the best one. First of all, I think the bottle is, even the Yara bottles that look just like this, tacky, plastic, cheap. I hate the bottle. I'm mad at myself for buying this, but I'm hoping that a man in my life likes it. No, I don't have a boyfriend. No, I don't have a husband. No, I don't have a brother. But I have a dad and a stepdad. Hopefully they like it. But nice spritz. And the immediate first impression is, man's cologne. Man's cologne. This is a man. Like, if you smell your boyfriend, you're like, oh, he smells so good. Now, with that said, there was a time that I tried it out to see, and in the dry down, once it kind of settles and calms, there is a sweetness. This is what they were talking about, how it's so good. There's a sweetness, but men's cologne can be sweet, but the opening, and I don't remember now how it stays throughout, but I just remember feeling like, yeah, it got sweeter, but I just can't get past that male cologne opening. I don't want to put it on. I don't want to smell like a man. I'm sorry. So I'm hoping someone will enjoy it, but It doesn't smell, it doesn't smell bad. It doesn't. If a man wears this, it smells nice, very good. I'm now starting to, it's like a leather, bergamonty, herbally, masculine perfume. And there's like a subtle bourbon sweetness underneath. It's really nice actually, but it's totally for a man. So here's another one that I think I got the wrong one because I saw the hype on this one, but I think I got the wrong one because there's this one and there's a noir version. And I think I got confused and I got this one by mistake. And it's called Janoon Rose by Underwhelming. And this is very powdery. The box is really pretty how it opens. And this is one thing that pisses me off. How am I gonna gift this? This little thing keeps coming off and it's sticky on the back. And I keep sticking it on and it's like a press-on nail where it sticks sort of, but then it falls off again and it's embarrassing. Like I thought of giving this to my grandmother because it is very, I don't want to say it because there's taboo around it and everybody says it's politically incorrect to say old lady, but it smells like an old lady. It smells like my grandma, okay? It's got this very like powdery, floral, like just, and it's very subtle and gentle and it might be, that's a great spritzer, okay? Great spritzer, but it's pretty, but no. And I think it stains. I just did it, unless it got on my makeup. I have a little bit of makeup from the day and maybe that's what it was, but, oh no, it does stain. If you buy this, be careful. The spritz are coming out yellowish, pinkish. Look. Oh my God. Oh, maybe it's a bad bottle. It doesn't smell bad or rancid. Oh my God, it's like, is this like a makeup spray? Like what the heck is this? Look. Okay, don't buy this, okay? I was hoping to gift it to my grandmother because it smells really nice. It might make a good bathroom air freshener if someone poops because it smells like baby powder. This one smells like baby powder. This one smells like makeup powder. Cheap plastic cap. I just hate it. I hate it. Again, this was an impulse buy. I didn't think a lot about it. It was before I found Fragrantica. The bottle is ugly. I just don't know. I don't know. Now I feel bad. I can't give this to my grandmother. What if she puts it on her nice little, you know, her little robe and then stains it? Oh my God, this might go in the trash. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll use it for a room freshener, but it's going to stain my room. Like my floors and my carpets, rugs. This is disappointing. I had never seen that stain before. Anyway, moving on because we're 28 minutes in and I want to do the really bad ones. So this is one that I plan to give to my mother because it smells like one that I already have. And I didn't anticipate that. It doesn't smell bad, but the one that I already have, I don't love, but I don't hate. And since this is a prettier bottle, I figured it would make a nicer gift. And it is called Confidential Private Gold by Lattafa. And the bottle's really pretty. There's a little slight defect on the bottle and that kind of bugs me. And I forget what this is supposed to be duping. It's supposed to dupe something very expensive. But that's the bottle. It's very chic, very pretty, very high end. But there's a little, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a little, you can't see it because the reflection makes it very hard to see. But there's like a little scratch in the gold right there. And it's a plastic cap. Not metal or heavy, but this is metal and heavy. We're gonna spray it with mine and this one. I'll show you mine in a second. Simple little spritzer, nothing terrible. It smells very similar to this one, Mayar. Very similar, very similar, like 98% the same. So what I'm getting is a fruit basket. And I like my perfumes to be kind of like complex. So if there's fruitiness, I also want some florals. I also want some woodiness. I also want some maybe caramel or vanilla or sugar, or I like the mixture of things and it gives me like layers and complication that I love. This smells like a basket of fruits. Like it's just like fresh fruits, like grapes and strawberries. And I smell a lot of, first things first, I smell passion fruit. And I smell like plums, passion fruit, apricots, like really juicy fruits, like really good ones. That's pretty much it. And then this one, I don't think this bottle is as pretty as this bottle. This makes a lot nicer gift to put like on your dresser with all your other perfumes. So I'm keeping this one and I'm gifting her this one, but they're almost identical, so you don't need both. And this is good for a hot summer day. It's very one-dimensional, it's very uncomplicated, good for like, but yeah, this is a little bit stronger with the pineapple. I'm sorry, not pineapple, passion fruit. I also get like a guava. I feel like this one's a little bit more subtle and this one's a little bit more like sharp and in your face. It's great for a hot summer day outside. You just want to smell refreshed, but it's pure fruit. And I just think if they're so similar, I feel like which one should I gift, right? I've already made kind of a dent on this one, as you can see, just trying it out. This one, you can't really see the dent if I tried it out, and it's very pretty. So I'm just gonna gift her this. Like the box is beautiful. It's got this like support system to hold up the bottle. I feel much better gifting something that looks like this over something that looks like this. First of all, I have my Cherry Intense and I have this one, and I'm glad that I have not wasted my money on any other Mayada products. I don't tend to like this line. It's Lattafa. I don't like, first of all, I don't like the bottles, this flying saucer looking weird thing. And I knew I didn't like the bottles when I went to order them, but the influencers talked so highly about them that I thought they must be good. If you want to smell like passion fruit and guava and just fruit for days, go for it. Very refreshing, very citrusy. I'm smelling like lemon now. There's lemon and passion fruit and guava and apricots, but the Cherry Intense, super cherry. I love the chocolate to it, but I feel like the cherry's a little too synthetic. I have a new cherry, by the way, which I might go over with you at the end of this video, but we're at 32 minutes, so I'm gonna move on. So yeah, that's Private Gold Confidential. Very fruity, not very one-dimensional, straightforward fruit basket. Nice, perfect for summer. I think it's gonna make a really nice gift. I have two left that are just not for me, and I'm gonna gift. And it's probably gonna also be, you know, this one I might give to my mom for Mother's Day, and then my mother's birthday is in June, and then my grandmother also needs to get a gift for Mother's Day. I was gonna give her this one, but now that it stains, I don't think I should. My father's birthday just passed, but Father's Day is coming, so I might give him this one. My stepdad's birthday is not till the end of November, but Father's Day is also coming. So they all have homes. I was gonna home this one, but now I don't think I should. And I feel like these are too light and Barbie dollish to gift, but whatever. I have enough gifts for the women, not enough for the men. So we'll see what happens. So these last two I was gonna give to my mom and my grandmother for like maybe Mother's Day. And that is Iman by Lattafa. Hang on. I have like little stickies on them so I know what's for who for what occasion. And I have Haya by Lattafa. And now I know what influencers to really listen to and which ones not to. Some of them just talk like everything's an advertisement and a commercial, and it's also wonderful, and the bottle's so beautiful, and this is a really lovely fragrance. I know which ones are real and which ones are not. These are not bad, okay? They don't smell bad. They're just boring. I think this one's supposed to be a dupe or very close to Juicy Couture. Viva La Juicy, whatever. I think I had a Juicy perfume that someone gave to me years ago. It was like a little tiny 1 ounce bottle. I've had that bottle for almost 10 years and I'm still not done with it. That's how little interest I have in that Juicy perfume. So why would I get a perfume that smells like Juicy? I have no idea. Now, with that said, the presentation is very, wow. But I still find it a little tacky. I find the bottle, it looks like something like Egyptian or some sort of like, I don't know. It is velour, the box is velour, this is velour, and there is a dent. You can't really see it. You see it a little bit under the light, but since it's velour, you can't really see it. And then of course, this is also, I think, duping something else, but I don't remember what. And it's just another color and it's exactly the same. And I had these on my display and I would look at them and get upset because I was just like, they don't smell like anything special. So this one smells like Juicy Couture. Kind of, but it's just so unimpressive to me. I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty smell. It's berries and fruity and, you know, florals. I just never cared for Juicy Couture all that much, or Viva La Juicy or whatever it's supposed to be duping. So I think it would make a very pretty gift. I think the box is beautiful for it as well. This one, I don't remember what it's duping, and I barely ever used it. I think I put it right back in the closet when I got it. I only put out on display Haya. This one, I think it was like, I get like a lemon bergamot like opening. It's fruity, but this one's more like sweet fruits, and this one's more like citrus fruits. It's just, again, I have a bunch of other fruity perfumes that I've decided to keep. I don't need that many fruity ones. I mean, this one has like something nice. I can smell like a jasmine now, like some sort of white floral. This one's actually probably the better of the two, in my honest opinion. Like if I kept any of them, I would probably keep this one. But honestly, it was weird how when I first opened it and I first smelled it, it was the first one that I wanted to reject. It was the first one that I was like, oh no. And I don't know why. The ones that I said I would go over later that came around, I think I'm gonna have to do it in a separate video because we're at 36 minutes, but let me just see. It's a little screechy, hurts my nose, hurts right here at first, but whatever. This one's got a citrusy opening, and then it turns quickly into like white florals. I smell jasmine, but that's like every freaking perfume. Starts with bergamot and mandarin or whatever, and then we got some jasmine and freesia. A lot of perfumes smell like this. And the fact that the bottle's so unimpressive, and I don't really know what it's duping, it's just maybe my nose has evolved so quickly. Like I've learned so much about perfumes, and I've bought so many varieties, and I've smelled so many different things. This is why I want to make another video after this about straying away from Middle Eastern perfumes. Unless you're duping something that's like a really nice high-end perfume and it's like a one-to-one, then yes, go for it. But just like non-duping Middle Eastern perfumes, like gourmands, are delicious, but they're very, I don't want to say childish or juvenile, but like perfume used to be so complex back in the day, and some people will say it's screechy or it's vieja, old lady, vieja cuchi. Like that's one of my influencers I like to follow. But not all of them are. I'm liking a lot of these woody, oriental, you know, deep, complicated perfumes like Tresor Nuit, and like, but they're expensive. They're expensive. That's how I went down the rabbit hole for these in the first place. And I'm so happy that there are dupes, but I've noticed that there are small perfume companies and like perfume houses that are not very expensive, especially if they were releases that came out a long time ago and they still produce them, but they're really cheap now. They're like in the $20, $30, $40 range, and they're really good because they're high quality. They are designer brand, or they are, you know, little niche, like just like Lolita Lempicka, I think, is a niche company. I could be wrong. I don't think they make fashion like clothing and bags, but like Robert Cavalli is an example. For example, he's a designer. He makes clothes and bags and things like that, but also perfumes, and just a few others that I'll go over in another video. But they don't have to be Tom Ford $400 perfumes. They don't have to be Perfume de Marly, you know, $400 perfumes. Like there are some that are like just under $100. Maybe you're not gonna get a, you know, 100 milliliter bottle. You might get like a, you know, a 2 or 1.7 or a 2.5 ounce bottle for maybe like $60-$70 for like the higher end, nicer stuff. But there are some that, yeah, for like $40-$50 you might get a 100 milliliter bottle. This might be $20-$30, but this is like, I don't know, it's kind of generic. I mean, there are some Middle Eastern ones that I've come across that are like pretty impressive, and they're not duping anything, and I still have to get through some of them with you guys. I haven't finished, and we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But in the meantime, I'm just not very impressed, guys. It's just anywho, for the grand reveal, 39 minutes in, for what you've all been waiting for, the most disgusting. Should I start from most disgusting to, we're gonna start with the least disgusting. We're gonna end with the most number one disgusting perfume I've ever smelled in my life. I can't believe they even make this a perfume. So let's start with number one. This one, it tears me up to say that it is in a do not like pile, because I've had it up on my shelf all this time. For 2, 3, I think it's been 4 weeks now. The bottle is beautiful. It actually looks very much like a bottle from a French designer. I forgot the name. I ordered a perfume of hers from some website from another country because I really wanted to try it. It sounds so beautiful. Like how there's Guerlain. This one was called Bianca something, I can't remember, not Bianca Latte, Bianca something or other. The bottle looks like hers. It's beautiful. It's duping something that is supposed to be a niche house perfume that people rave about. Yet there is like conflicting opinions. Some people say it's like the most beautiful masterpiece perfume, and some people say it's utterly disgusting. I don't know how I feel about it. And I'm just gonna show you the bottle and then I'll go into it, okay? You guys are gonna recognize this. You're gonna be like, what? That is correct. Bain Al Asrar is supposed to be a dupe for Amouage Guidance, which I heard several influencers be like, guidance, oh my God, my beloved guidance. I'm like, I have to smell this perfume. The bottle, the box and the presentation is gorgeous. Think about it, guidance, maybe a book, a Bible, you know, education, knowledge is what guides you. Very smart. Oh, this is because I sometimes spray on a piece of paper to smell it later. The bottle is very pretty. As you can see, there is a dent. I've worn it at home on the weekend, trying to like it. I've mixed it, layered it with other things, trying to like it. I have not worn it out of the house. It's a very nice, very cute box. But I just noticed it has a logo on the back. And then it says at the bottom, the name. It's by Paris Corner. The top is metal. Clearly this is a beautiful frosted glass. This is looking exactly like a French perfumer famous bottle. It's called something Roma. There's one of them is called Roma Amor. And I forget that Bianca something. But this smells so weird. There's something weird. Like it smells, I can smell pretty things. I smell flowers, I smell fruits, I smell like moss and like things like that, like nice, deep, complex tones, but there's also something. It smells sharp, like a bitter, acidic citrus that's not like lemon or bergamot or orange. And it almost smells like an herb. It almost smells like coriander or cumin, like something you would cook an Indian dish with. And I don't know what it is. Is it the resin? There's like a resin, a blaminum, I think it's called. I forget what it's called. This has hazelnut. I don't get that. I love Nutella, okay? I have hazelnut coffee creamer. I don't smell hazelnut here. There's a weird note that I can't get past, and I feel embarrassed to put this on and show up at work and have people smell me. I can smell it all day and tolerate it. I'm not repulsed by it. This is why I have confusing feelings towards it. It's just not a generally enjoyable scent because of that weird one note. As it dries down, that weirdness fades a little and turns into sort of like a makeup-y sort of scent, I want to say. I don't know what it is. I can't even tell you what it is. There's something weird, okay? And if you guys know what it is, if you have this, if you like this, I know I posted a post, like a picture on my YouTube recently about mixing it because I want to try to salvage it, okay? I'll do another video talking about all my other perfumes, including this one, but this is Shagaf Oud, okay? And while this is very, very strong oud, and it has that praline sweet vanilla stuff mixed with it, it kind of hides and masks that weird note that I don't like. And this has a lot of like fruity, floral, light, airy prettiness to it. It just has that weird note that I don't like. So I have tried, let's get a clean piece of arm here. Clean piece of arm. Spraying this on, because this is very heavy, oudy, dark. Yes, it has a sweetness, but it smells like a man's cologne. It smells like a cigar dipped in praline. Men would love that. It smells like a cigar. That's what oud smells like to me. And then I put this on top. And then that weird note just... And I kind of let my arm like dry and I waited a minute and I smelled it. Right now it's still kind of there. But I could have sworn there was a moment where I feel like they canceled each other out. Like this strong cigar smell kind of masked whatever that weird note is about this one that I don't like. And then I just had like a very kind of like, okay, acceptable fragrance, but I don't want to buy perfumes and have perfumes that are just acceptable. I want perfumes that I love. So I haven't sold anything yet. I don't even know how to like sell my stuff online. If one of you guys are interested in buying what I have, you know, I'll figure it out. Maybe you can walk me through it, how I can take it to the post office. I'll put it in a box. I'll package it with like nice wrapping paper and I'll send it to you guys, because I just have a feeling I'm never going to use it. If it never changes, I put it back in the box. I had it up on my dresser because it looks so beautiful. And I got so disappointed in looking at it because I can't use it. Yeah, see, I still smell the weird note. Maybe I put I think I put 3 spritz of that one. Trying not to overdo either one. I heard that when you're layering, you should not put one perfume on top of the other because the mixture could create a weird scent. Let's say you put like the lighter scent on the outside and then the darker scent on the inside, or vice versa, you know, or put one scent on one arm and another scent on another, so you get that mixture in the air as it's evaporating off your skin. But see, now that I put a little more of this on, I put this first and a little bit of that and a little bit of this. I smell my Shagaf Oud, but the cigar oudi note is a little calmed and chilled out by the sweetness that this has. But at the same time, I still smell the pralines and sweetness of this one. And then this one kind of drowns out a little bit of that weird coriander, herbally, bitter smell that I get from this one too. And it kind of works. It's less oudi cigarish, and it makes this less stinky with that weird note. So the marriage of them makes it kind of work. But again, it kind of works. It's a delicate balance. This is another one that I just don't know when I'll ever wear it, because I would smell like a cigar house. Unless I meet a man who's very into cigars and is like, yes, please do that for me. But since I don't know what I would do with both of them, maybe combining them is the only way to get my money's worth, unless you guys are interested in these. But I just don't feel, and this smells really good, but I just feel like it is kind of masculine. It smells really good though, and maybe that's why I like it, because I would like to smell it on a man that I'm with, but I don't want to smell like the man. You get me? So that's that one. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I don't know what to do with it. And that's that. We're moving on to the next one, okay? And that is the next one that there's the last two. We're at 48 minutes. I'm so sorry. Either you stuck with me or you didn't. And if you're still here, great. These are the disgusting ones. Are you ready? The disgusting ones. All right. I'm hoping they change, because if they change and they get better, they can be regifted. But if not, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I am surprised, Carrelage. Very surprised, very shocked, very disappointed, because there's several perfumes of theirs that I love. And there's even one that is identical in bottle to this one, because they are like two different flankers of each other, I guess you can say. And that is Carrelage Amber Gold. First of all, this is a gorgeous bottle. It opens like this. It's a magnet. And the presentation is stunning. This is beautiful. This looks like a nice, substantial gift. This is velour. And the bottle, I freaking love. But what is in here is rancid to me. Maybe I don't like amber as much as I thought I did. When I think of amber, I think of, you know, hazel. Like, I think of like a warm fall, autumny, creamy, you know, heavy, dark. This smells like medicine and old man aftershave combined. Okay, an old man put aftershave and had to take his pills that have a smell, like when you smell the bottle of the prescription pills and it just has a stench to it. The other day I tried it again and I let it dry down and I let some time pass. I put it on like a shirt or something and I smelled it like the next day, and it was sort of acceptable off of the shirt the next day, but I can't. And you know why this is so surprising to me? Because this is the evil twin that I hate, and this is the good twin that I love. And the only reason I bought this one is because this one was such a hit that I thought, oh my God, what if this one's a hit too? I also saw a reviewer, and she loves very strong Oriental, like, you know, Arabic perfumes, and she loves them both. I'm sorry. This, delicious, delicious. This is a beautiful, delicious musk. It is a little masculine, but totally unisex. I wore it like a couple weeks ago to go out because it smells really nice. And it's called Carrelage Secret Musk. And then there's the Carrelage Amber Gold. Oh God, here we go. Oh God, hang on. God. Oh. 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 And I think it's the amber. Oh my God. It's just so medicine-y. It smells masculine. There's a muskiness in the air. There's a woodiness, but the amber is so overpowering. It's so overpowering. I just don't know. I don't know. See, because here's the thing. I also bought this and I haven't used it yet. And if this smells anything like this, I'm in trouble because this was pretty expensive. Same as Rose 01 by Swiss Arabian. This Amber 07 by Swiss Arabian. I have two. I got another piece of paper. I have not worn this one yet because I'm just like, I just haven't had the interest to pick it up yet, and I have so many options, but it is pretty dented and I don't remember how I did that. Maybe just trying it, but. So I'm noticing that amber has a bit of a medicinal undertone, but this one's a little darker patchouli-ish, and this one's a little more bright. I don't know what else is mixed with it, some floral, but they both have a medicine smell. So this is gonna be another one I'm gonna have to figure out what to layer it with, because I'm just gonna have to go to a fragrance wheel and look up amber and see what would pair with it that's close to it. When you're pairing fragrances and layering, you want something that's very similar or the complete opposite, okay? You don't want something on some random place. The complete opposite, so that opposites attract and it balances, or something that's so similar that when you wear them together, they just enhance the overall scent of what you have. But this is definitely by far way worse. And this is like, okay, I kind of see your point. There's a warmth. It just smells incomplete. It smells like it's just amber. And it's like, where's everything else? Like, if this is supposed to be like a perfume, like Rose 01, it smells like Delina. It's a perfume. It's not just rose, okay? There's layers, there's fruits, there's complexity. This, not so much. So I have all my bottle boxes. So if anybody's interested in buying them, make a comment or send me a message. I prefer that you make a comment, because if I get a ton of messages, I'm probably not gonna, I don't know. If I see your comment, then I'll check your message and whatnot, and we can discuss it. If you're interested in amber, if you love amber, but I just don't know. There's perfumes that have amber in the notes and mixed with other things, and it's like lovely. But these are just, I'm getting a headache. It's hurting right above this eye on my forehead right now. We're at 54 minutes. Let's wrap this up. The most disgusting. #1 winner of absolute grossness. Caed Al Fursan Unlimited. Nothing to do with Fursan White. I can't believe the other day I saw a video of some lady saying that if you like Fursan Unlimited, this one's very similar. She was talking about the perfumes that are so similar, that saying that this was similar to Fursan White. Excuse me, what? No. Not only are they not similar, one is delicious and is a top favorite, and this is disgusting. First of all, it's a shame because the bottle's really pretty. That's a gorgeous bottle. It's heavy, it's substantial, metal cap, and it's magnetic. But this, I refuse to put it on my skin. This has coconut, ylang ylang, and I don't know what else. But you know what it smells like to me? Perfumed vomit. That's correct. Vomit. Like baby spit up, it smells like vomit. Like, you know what it smells like? Rotted milk. When someone drank milk and they vomited the milk, why? Or rotted milk, why? Because milk is alkaline, it's cream. And then if you add acidity to it, it curdles and goes bad. Stomach has acid, okay? So puke or baby spit up, for example, is how I like to say it to make it a little less gross of a visual. There's something in, I don't know if it's, I think it has frangipani or ylang ylang or coconut, pineapple. I smell the pineapple and I smell the coconut, but when you put them together, it's weird. In this case, it does not smell like a pina colada. It smells like rancid milk. That's disgusting. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, that's disgusting. And to think some people love it. Some people smell a tropical pina colada. Great. If you're one of those people, if you love it, if you have a bottle and you like it and someone else you know likes it, or if you want a backup bottle, hit me up. I will gladly sell it to you. I freaking hate this. I don't know who would like it. I don't know if I can ever re-gift it, because to who? This is insulting. If I give this to someone and they open it and smell it, thank you, I love it. I know they're lying, and I'm lying, because I would not give this to someone. I don't know what to do with this, and I can't return it. So anyway, we're at 57 minutes, a whole hour-long video of the rejects. I cannot go into the ones that I originally had in this pile. There were more that I came back to later, opened it, smelled them, and I was like, oh, maceration is a real thing. They worked. It smells a little bit better. I'm gonna put it on my display with all my other perfumes. They became worthy of a spot on my display. There are some that has happened with, and I don't have time to go over it today, so I'll go over it in the next video. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know in the comments below if you like this video, if you have any experience with any of these perfumes, and if there's anything in particular you want me to make the next video about, even though I have a bunch of other ideas for other videos. But let me know, and I'll see you in the next one.